I will read about King Arthur and his knights. Was King Arthur only a legend? No, King Arthur was not only a legend. In the 9th century, a historian called Nennius wrote a book called Historia Brittonum. It was a history of Britain about the life of the Celtic leader Arthur and his knights. Nennius wrote that Arthur was a great Celtic military leader of the 5th and the 6th century. He fought against the Saxons from the year 513 to 537. He and his men won many battles against the Saxons. His people loved and remember him for centuries after. There are lots of old ballads, songs, poems, and stories about Arthur and his knights. In 1470, Sir Thomas Malory wrote about King Arthur and his castle, Camelot. His writings are a complete and accurate record of the king's life and times. This picture about the Arthur army confronting the Saxons from Jean Coquelin's Croning, 15th century. Today there are many books and films in different languages on the exciting subject. King Arthur is so famous that he is part of Britain literature cycle. Important places during Arthur's time: Glastonbury, where Arthur was buried; Cadbury Castle, Camelot; Tintagel, Arthur was born here; Dewsbury Pool, the lake where Arthur found Excalibur; Winchester, this is where the famous Round Table is. Before Arthur's time, the first inhabitants of Britain were probably the Celts. They came from Germany in the 3rd century BC. The Roman general Julius Caesar invaded Britain in the year 54 BC. He had 25,000 soldiers and 2,000 horses, but he did not stay in Britain. They wanted to fight the Gauls in France. In 43 AD, the Roman Emperor Claudius invaded Britain. This time, the Roman states Britain became a Roman province called Britannia. The Romans built roads, walls, and towns. There are many Roman remains in Britain. Hadrian's Wall is a good example. It was built by the Roman Emperor Hadrian in 122 AD. He built it in the north of Britain to keep out the Scots. It is about 120 kilometers long. It took 6 years to build. The Romans left Britain in 410 AD, after 350 years. During the 5th and 6th century, the Angles and the Saxons invaded Britain. The legendary King Arthur fought against these invaders and others. These are two sides of a Roman coin. It was made to celebrate Claudius' victory in Britain. One side showed Emperor Claudius and the other showed him riding his horse. Notice the writing "De Britannia" on the coin. Chapter 1. Young Arthur. In the year 493, Uther Pendragon became king of Britain. He had a counselor named Merlin. Merlin was also a magician. When King Uther's son Arthur was born, Merlin said, "Your son must grow up away from the court. It is safer." Merlin gave the baby son to Sir Ector and his wife. They raised him well. When King Uther died in 509, Britain had no king. The country had many problems. Merlin went to the Archbishop of Canterbury and said, "Britain must have a king. We must find one. Call on the noblemen of the kingdom. Tell them to meet at the great church in London on Christmas Day. There, God will show us the new king." On Christmas Day, all the noblemen were in the great church. One side of the church there was a big store with a scroll in it. These scrolls were written on the big stone. "He who pulled the scroll out of this door is the true King of Britain." Thanks for listening.